All right. I want to see some hacks with this new Warstick 2-piece. Feel that, bro. We're going to see that today, the new hybrid. Very excited for that. I think that literally released today. What is the brand of the leg guard you're wearing? That's Bell Guard. That's actually a Japanese shin guard company. They're ridiculously expensive. That's why you pretty much only see pro guys wearing them, because I'm pretty sure they give pro guys free gear, basically. Let's see. Two more, then we're going to open our first bat here, all right? Is the Zoa a good USSSA bat? So your first like 10 swings with a DeMarini Zoa, drop 8, drop 10, drop 5, you're going to be like, dude, this is the best bat I've ever swung in my life. It's going to sound ridiculous. It's going to sound like one of those big fat orange wiffle ball bats, but it's going to break pretty soon. The downside to the Zoa, it's like ridiculously hot out of the wrapper, but it does not have a long life. You're going to get a few really good weekends out of it. So because of that, it is not like our number one bat. We have the Cat X composite and the Cat 9 composite as our top dogs, just because they last a lot longer, but you do have to break those in a lot more. Zoa, don't break it in. If anyone tells you to break in your Zoa, don't do it. Just game that thing right away. All right, do the S7, Dirty South S7, the new version of the swag that will be included in our new USSSA showdown for 2023. Is the Cat Connect U-Trip good? Yes. Really similar to the Cat 9 Connect from last year. In U-Trip, again, USSSA, drop 10, drop 5, drop 8, not Little League, not USA. The Maruchis absolutely kill it, bro. Alloy, that Cat 9 Connect separated itself from everything else. Is the Blue Meta the best BBCOR bat ever? I don't think it's the best BBCOR bat ever. It's really good though, especially if you're not like, you know, a college dude. If you're a younger guy kind of swinging BBCOR for the first time, the Blue Meta is an excellent bat. I personally think it's a little bit overrated. Some people are paying like $1,000 for them. I wouldn't do that, but like for, you know, kind of a contact or versatile hitter, that thing's really solid. They're just, people ask too much money for them. So with that, folks, we're going to open our first bat today. This is a Warstick. Could be the Bone Saber hybrid, but we have, I think, 2 Warsticks in here today. Let's see what we got. Oh, man, I missed these, man. I missed these unboxings, bro. Where have I been? It's been too long. All right, first bat. Is the Voodoo hybrid going to come out soon? Dude, I don't think so. I think the Voodoo hybrid is just a carryover from last year. A lot of people have been asking about the 2023 DeMarini BBCOR bats. They're not doing them. It's literally just going to be a carryover from 2022. They're kind of copying Marucci and doing a 2-year cycle now. So the Louisville Sluggers that are out right now, we're not going to see new ones for 2 more years. I didn't appreciate your Utes beating up on my Sun Devils in football this year. Dude, your Sun Devils were bad, bro. Those boys got to get it together. They have a new head coach, though. I think Dillingham. Y'all are headed in the right direction. I really appreciate that comment. I got my Blue Meta for $220. Cade, that's a really good deal. I'd be all over that too. Oh yes, we're starting it off with a bang, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, a bat we have been asking about for 2 years. Our boy Cam Clayton, Bat Bro Cam, he's at the University of Washington right now, so he has to swing Marucci. They finally switched to Marucci. I think that's a big upgrade. He's swinging the Cat X Connect. But he asked for this bat specifically, boys. The first ever, man, I'm so happy about this. We're going to try to swing this tomorrow. I don't know when the video is going to post, but the Bone Saber hybrid. A 2-piece hybrid, alloy barrel, composite handle, a little bit heavier, definitely a much more forgiving barrel, more flexible handle, kind of more geared towards a power hitter. We have the Bone Saber hybrid finally, folks. Let me know in the chat, what do you think? I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. The matte black handle, the Bone Saber handle, just gorgeous. Oh my gosh, we have that one dude back that wants me to smell all the bats, and he just paid $20. So we got. If you're new to the channel, I'm so sorry. This is weird, but oh, all right, we got a little kind of fresh smelling, maybe a little pine, a little chestnut. Just nothing but drip on the Bone Saber hybrid. Everyone's psyched about it. Oh my gosh, a bunch of 9.5s, 9s out of 10s, 10s out of 10s. People are very, very happy. I'm getting a Cat X composite U-Trip bat. Is it a good choice? Colton, of course, you know that's a good choice, dude. Go baseballbatbros.com, scroll down, you'll see our top 7 USSSA bats, And number 1 is the CATX Composite. It's hot and it's really durable. And with the composite bat and U-Trip, that's kind of hard to come by. So yes, that's an excellent choice. My bat smells like dirt. Man, 6.9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Lick it. God, stop. No. Good Lord. Let's go, baby. Fire. You trying to share? I got 2 of these, by the way. Ha. So very excited to swing this bat. Like, super optimistic. We asked for this to happen. So this is one of the most anticipated releases for 2023, in my opinion, because like the only problem with the Bone Saber is that it has a small sweet spot. It's super unforgiving, and this year's is almost a little light. So this could be it, boys. I don't know. They might have messed it up. They could have botched it. Who knows? Either way, we'll let you know. We're gonna be real with it. All right, let's get a couple questions in right here. My Stinger 3 was hot and felt a lot better than the 2. Dude, awesome. I'm happy. If anything, they're very like similar. They're not very different at all. I think the 2 is a little hotter than the 3, but I'm glad you like the 3, man. That's awesome. New 2023 Omaha. Yep, you're gonna see that today. And I actually have some interesting info on that bat. It's not really good news, but it's good drama, you know. So my bat smells like pitcher's fear. Caden Rife, what up, bro? That's an OG fan right there. I think he won like our first giveaway ever. Is there a new select power? Yes, you're gonna see it today. I just got an Alloy CATX drop 3. You nailed it. That's an excellent choice. That's number 2 on our rankings, bro. Why didn't the goods get an award? If you've watched the channel for a while, you've seen that the goods, actually I have it right here. 1 second. So the connector piece on the goods right here, it telescopes. It breaks, and the handle of the bat will collapse into the barrel of the bat. So it's just kind of a durability problem. If it weren't for that, if this thing was rock solid, man, if they figured out a way to solidify that and fix that, this would be a top 2, top 1, top 3 bat for us for sure, and it would be getting awards every year. If you go back to, I think, our second Bat Madness ever, 2-piece hybrid, BBCOR Bat Madness, this thing just swept the entire tournament, man. I love that bat. I freaking love that bat. It's just, and it feels like half the time when people are breaking the goods, it's not even when they're hitting, it's when they're taking off the bat weight in the on-deck circle. And same with broken knobs. Guys, you really need to stop doing that. All right, one more. Well, I have tryouts Friday for my high school team. This is Brock. Tryouts already. Let's go. Love to hear that. What are some of the best things to say or tell me that will help me out or give me a heads up? All right, so I'm assuming you're talking about high school tryouts, even if it's like middle school tryouts. So the big thing in tryouts, man, is like, you know, all your homies are there. The good kids are there. You want to like act really cool and fit in. Like that's the tendency, right? You want to like be buddy with everyone. Try to block that out as much as you can, man. Think about you and what you have to get done to impress the coaches and show what you need to show. Go in there with confidence, man. Take care of business. If you look cooler than other people, like if you're like, you know, dressed to the nines, you're wearing baseball pants and everyone's wearing sweats, and like the other kids make fun of you for that, like screw them, bro. Like be a gamer and take care of your own business. Don't care about the other people there. That is what I personally really learned growing up. Ben Burkhart. Bro, no. I'll take your $5, but I'm not licking the bats, man. This ain't that kind of website, man. We're on YouTube, bro. All right. Coming back from back surgery at age 14, Justin, best of luck, my guy. All right, let's see. Have you swung an Easton Hype? Yeah, so we have a 2023 USSSA video composite bat specifically coming soon. The Hype's pretty similar to last year. I mean, it's hot. But guys, I will tease. I'm not supposed to say this, by the way, but I'm going to say it because y'all are the homies. The 2024 Easton Hype is going to be one of the hottest bats in the history of USSSA. XL1 vibes. I've got an inside source. All right, let's see what we got. I'm 13 years old, 5'1", 95 pounds. Dude, JT was even smaller than you, bro. What's a good BBCOR bat? Honestly, I'd probably go with like the CATX, dude. It's a toothpick. It's going to feel like a drop 5 swing weight. All right. Should I get the F5 BBCOR bat, fire or poop? Mariosity, good question. Honestly, dude, for a budget bat, I might just try to go up to the Cat 6. It's still pretty light, and it's just way more forgiving on the hands. So with that, man, we've only unboxed one bat, I think. Sorry, we're gonna get going, all right? Next bat, we got a Louisville Slugger for all you Southerners. Louisville Slugger for the rest of the country. Let's see what we got here. A 2023. So Louisville released all their bats like pretty dang late this year. I don't know. I think they were just kind of lagging, but okay, let's see. Oh, super chat. Dude, Joseph, thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Will. Lick the bat. No, bro. Can't be doing that. This is a kids channel. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is the new budget bat from Louisville Slugger. If you've seen one of our most viewed videos ever, you'll know that this bat has a little bit of hype behind it, baby. Shout out to my boy Trace. We got the Vapor time, hashtag Vapor City. This is the new 2023. They finally came out with the new one. Honestly, looks pretty clean. And when we first swung this thing, we did a video, the $100 Louisville Slugger all the way up to the $500 Louisville Slugger, and then every price point in between. And I swear, exit velo testing, the Vapor was the hottest bat. Devin, when am I going to see a Slow Pitch Bat Bros video? I shelved those for the moment, man. Got to focus on baseball. Baseball is where my heart is, man. So I'm pouring all my effort into that right now. Okay, the Louisville Slugger Vapor 2023. It's lighter now. This was a crazy, crazy hot bat, but a tiny, tiny sweet spot, and it was a log. And they like went out of their way to make the worst taper possible. Like, it's just, that looks like a T-ball bat from the 90s, man. But this is a lighter version of the Vapor, and Louisville's trying to tell me, like, yo, this bat's really good. Like, we actually made a very good $100 bat. Can it compete with the String King Metal? Because that bat's actually kind of hot. The Cat 6 is also very cheap and hot. The Combats are like 150 and they're hot. So we will see if the Vapor time is for real again. Let me know, 1 through 10. Honestly, it's kind of clean for $100, man. And it doesn't feel heavy, like low-key optimistic. All right, I'm 14. I live in Texas, committing to the University of Utah. Come on, baby, go Utes, yes. Let's see. I need to hit homers. What bat should I use? I also might be going to BYU and swing a terrible Rawlings bat. Rawlings is kind of on the come up. They have a couple good bats. The new Icon, you might see it today, you might, is actually pretty good. The 5150s have always been underrated, in my opinion. If you go to University of Utah, dude, you can swing a Voodoo 1 or the goods. They swing DeMarini, at least last I checked. Atlas or New Select Power? So that's a good question, man. It basically comes down to the question of, like, do you want a more forgiving kind of big barrel, or Zachary, stop it, bro. Do you want a bigger, more forgiving barrel, or do you want a bat that's a little bit easier to swing? I will also add that the Atlas is a tiny, tiny bit hotter just because it's a one piece. It's a little stiffer. So if you want like a bat that just feels buttery on the hands, get the Select Power. If you want something that's a little hotter, a little lighter, go with the Atlas. If you hate the color orange, go with the Select Power. 2023 meta, USSSA. And a lot of people are asking about the meta. You know what? That's a good cue to move along in our process here. This is, let's see what we got here. Do you know when the new Select Power drops? Dude, honestly, I thought it was going to drop today. Tyler, thank you, man. I thought it was going to drop today, and I didn't see it drop today. The Select Power was supposed to drop in November, and it hasn't. So 2019 Voodoo opinion, heat. All right, next bat. We got another Louisville Slugger, because that's what a lot of people are asking about. The Knox 2, that's here, boys. Just wait, be patient. JUCO Bandit here. Any companies coming out with half sizes for the public? Half of JUCO's wood, half of JUCO's metal. But if you're asking that, you're probably metal. Marucci has a lot of half sizes this year. They always have. Louisville has a lot of half sizes this year as well. I would look at those two. Marucci specifically has a ton of half sizes. Louisville Slugger 2023. What do we got? Ooh, all right. We got some we got some hot goss on this bat right here, folks. So this is the 2023 exclusive to slugger.com. So this actually isn't sold through retailers like Just Bats, which is weird because this is like one of the most iconic bats of all time, and they're just selling it on their website. I don't know if they're like feeling hesitant about it. Maybe they feel like, we've had a few slow years. Connecticut, what's up, boys? Maybe they felt like they had a few slow years in a row with the Omaha, and they're kind of reeling back on it. They want to really push the Atlas. They want to push the meta, select power. But I personally have been very optimistic about this bat because they retooled the Omaha very similarly to how they retooled the Atlas. So I'm thinking like, yo, this is going to be end-loaded Atlas. And one thing kind of stood out on this bat that kind of weirded me out. And sure enough, I've actually heard a little bit about it. So first of all, just the bat itself, like I'm seeing some of you guys comment, like Tennessee, love it. What's up, boys? The bat itself, I think, looks absolutely fantastic. We kind of have like a light blue, kind of grayish, gorgeous, gorgeous looking bat. But look at this. So the knob, if you've seen some of the Louisville Slugger USSSA knobs, it's just like I don't know if, there you go. I think you can kind of see a little better if I do that. This thing is like just plastic, super, super minimal. Like it just screams like durability, liability, man. And go to slugger.com. There's like 5 reviews, and 3 out of the 5 reviews or something like that say the knob is falling off. Like, man, why can't these knobs stay on? What's going on, boys? So the knob is falling off the Omaha, apparently. And that's super concerning. Like, if I'm Louisville Slugger, honestly, like, I am, like, ceasing production today, and I'm switching this. I don't have one here, but I'm switching this knob out for the, like, aluminum Atlas knob that they're using. Like, the Atlas knob is, like, a metal knob, and it stays on there, and there's no issues. So I don't know why they decided to do that only with the Omaha, but it ain't working. Smell it? Ooh, kind of stanky. I don't know. All right, D1 alumni game. What's the best bat? No restrictions. Oh, bro, oh my God. D1, you get to no restrictions for XD1 guys? That's dangerous, bro. Swing a drop 5 composite. Like, just go on eBay and just look up drop 5 USSSA, try to find a composite bat, try to find like a 3227 or a 3228 or a 3328. If you catch barrel, it's going over the fence. It'll break probably, but you just need it for one game. So yeah, try to find a USSSA drop 5 composite or like an old Beeser. But those new ones are crazy, bro. All right. Are bomb bats significantly better than wood bats? If you're asking, like, are they significantly better, I would, Joseph Palumbo, by the way, I don't know if I thanked you, but thank you so much, man. Are they significantly better? Definitely not significantly better. They're really good. They're different. If you're going to compare like a bomb bat gold end load to any wood bat, I would say on Perfect, a bomb bat is hotter. Easton has fallen off so hard. Yeah, they have fallen off a little bit, for sure. I do have faith in them, though. They've been making moves. I think next year they got some really good stuff in the works. But you're right to an extent. But I don't think they're going to stay that way. I don't think they're going to fall off completely. I really think they're going to make a comeback. So, but yeah, we have a video actually on bomb bat versus real wood, and you can kind of see the difference. Real wood, especially kind of a bigger barreled birch or maple bat, will have a much bigger sweet spot. It's going to be better on mishits. The bomb bats have a notoriously very small sweet spot, but if you get it, those things are like as hot as like a metal BBCOR bat. They're very, very, very impressive. So that's kind of my take. Like, it really just comes down to, do you want like sweet spot or do you want as much pop as possible? If you want as much pop as possible, get a bomb bat. If you want more sweet spot, get a regular wood bat. But durability, man, goes to the bomb bat. Honestly, if I'm a JUCO guy, if I'm a wood bat guy, I'm personally probably swinging a bomb bat and load. Honestly, where's a good place to sell my used bat and fast? eBay is probably the move for that, man. I don't know about fast. Maybe just find one of your homies and offer it to him for super cheap. What's your favorite bat? Okay, let's see. 2023 Select Power, disappointing. Got mine early at College World Series and feels soft. Wow. Well, I mean, I can see what you're saying. The Select Power is like, it's not the hottest bat on the planet. The biggest thing about the Select Power, the sweet spot is just so big and so forgiving. But this year's Select Power, man, like everyone's saying, and like Louisville's telling us, it's just a repaint. So it's the same as the 2020, the 2021, the 2022. It's just another one of the same bat. So I don't know, man. Maybe you're just hitting soft baseballs that day. Maybe you're just hitting off the tee and couldn't get a really good view of it. But if you look at college baseball, especially that red one from last year, the black and red one from 2 years ago, college baseball is crazy about the Select Power. Ivan Melendez, that guy has hit some creatures with that bat. That dude put that bat on the map. Son is 15 years old. He swings a Voodoo 1. What's a similar bat for a power hitter? All right, so, I mean, that's a pretty easy question, honestly, for me. So, currently swings a Voodoo 1, assuming he kind of likes it, but you're concerned about durability. A little bit heavier Voodoo 1 with more barrel. An Atlas is absolutely fantastic. I think that's the next move for you. Unless you want to go like super end load, then you could do the old Stinger Nuke and be a savage. All right, we're moving on to our next bat. I think we have this is either a Marucci or a Rawlings. I'm 12, 5 foot, 95 pounds. What bat am I swinging for U-Trip? Dude, I'm all on board for the CatX composite, bro. Can you review Mark Lumber from Canada? We'll look into it, man. I've actually heard a lot of good things. Ooh, all right. A lot of people are asking about this, boys. We have the Knox, the new Victus repaint. Ooh, this one looks really good, really good. Ooh, I gotta hide it. We got a super chat, gotta address it really quick. My dude, William Belinsky, what's up? Can your boy Adley get you into Camden Yards? I think I'm actually hitting with him tomorrow, so I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna say someone asked on the live stream. Maybe he's watching this. Adley, get us into Camden, my dude. All right, this looks really, really, really good. Drop your thoughts in the comments, folks. We have the new 2023 Vict. Oh, dude, this looks so good. 10s in the chat. Come on. This is better than last year's as far as looks go, and that's what the live stream's for. Mid design, older. Oh, you're a hater, dude. Come on. 10, 5, 10. I don't know. It's like the thing about the Knox is like up close. It's like, oh yeah, I mean, this looks like the coolest bat ever. But like when you're actually in the box at a game, like it does look kind of mid. I know what you're saying. Like a lot of the benefit of the design of this bat, you can only see like when you're like right up next to it. But I think it looks pretty cool. Anyways, this is not unfortunately, but this is a repaint of last year's bat. Apparently there are no actual tech updates to the new Victus Knox here. Same thing as last year. It's good, man. It's tough to compete with the goods and the Select Power and the two-piece hybrid space. We'll give it a fresh shot, man. Maybe that Knox can regain some of the hype we had for it early on. But yeah, this just lost to the Select Power when we were doing that big Bat Madness World Series tournament, and then the goods beat the Select Power. So there's just so many good bats this year. It's really competitive, and I really think Marucci and Victus, they're the same company. If you didn't know that, they're like tied at the hip. They, especially for metal bats, they do pretty much the same thing from my knowledge. I think Marucci and Victus are really leaning into the CatX technology, and their two-piece hybrid with the CatX Connect is really doing well. They kind of really opted for that lighter swinging two-piece hybrid, and they're doing really well with that bat. So this is good, but I think the CatX Connect will have an even more successful year. What about the U-Trip CatX One Piece? I haven't even swung that one yet. I have it on the way, but I'm excited for that. Are there any new drop 10s coming out soon? Okay, hot take. So USSSA, clearly a bunch of people in here are asking about USSSA bats. I've swung most of the 2023 USSSA bats, and it's like a bummer year. I genuinely think that last year and the year before, especially just last year, had better bats in USSSA than 2023 has. BBCOR, it's not that way at all. BBCOR, this is probably the single best year we've ever seen for BBCOR performance. So many good bats, especially like somewhat affordable bats. And in USSSA this year, there's a lot of new bats, and a lot of them were kind of underwhelming. That is a sneak peek to a video we have coming up. But for drop 10, man, I mean, it just kind of like, go look at our top 7 on baseballbatbros.com. You kind of got to balance, like, what are your priorities? Do you want to like get a less durable bat and spend a lot of money and get something that's crazy hot, or do you want something that's a little more durable and put the 400 swings in to try to break it in? All right. I'm swinging a Marucci Cat 9 Connect Pastime Drop 8. Is that a good bat? Yes, that's an amazing bat. I absolutely love the Cat 9 Connect in USSSA. It's very durable as well. All right. I'm going to do a couple more. Dude, there's so many messages. I'm sorry, boys. I'm not trying to get you guys to like give me money, but I'm saying, like, if you do a super chat, I'll actually see your message. I'm trying to see everyone's. Will, you need to review the 2016 Easton Mako. Massive barrel with sweet spot and insane pop. All right, so assuming you're talking about USSSA, dude, yes. So go to our Guinness World Records attempt. We were swinging that Mako XL, black barrel with like green accents. That thing was crazy, dude. The XL1 gets all the hype, but that bat, oh my gosh, that is one of the hottest bats I've ever swung in my life. For BBCOR, I can never be convinced that the Mako line was actually that good. I think the XL1 and the Mako line for BBCOR were severely overrated, honestly. I genuinely don't think they were that good. Maybe, maybe with 10 billion swings on them, they were good right before they broke. Yo, when are we going to have a bat chat? We got a bunch to talk about, bat history and tech. I'll hit you up soon, my guy. That's a homie right there. All right. Is the Tracer end cap on the 2022 Voodoo 1 the good end cap? All right, so the Voodoo 1, they have 2 end caps from last year. They have the red one. That's the one that breaks. The black one, the matte black one, that is the version that's been more durable. On both of them, the knob is kind of breaking off, though, unfortunately. All right, next bat, folks. Stealth comp compared to the others. Oh, dude, that's a great question. Oh my gosh. I've been wanting to talk about this. I think genuinely, guys, and we've done a video on this, this is going to ruffle some feathers, especially for you 20 to 30-year-old folks on the live stream here. I personally think the orange stealth comp, and just the stealth comp in general, is one of the more overrated bats when it comes to the greatest bat of all time. In 2008, the orange stealth comp was the best bat in the game, 100%. And it was actually a lot better than its competition. But if you compare an orange stealth comp, 3330, to any modern day drop 5 composite, especially the good ones, especially a Green Zen, especially a Cat 9 composite, Cat X composite, a Zoa, even like a lot of the Eastons, those are definitely hotter than the orange stealth. And I definitely even think the late 90s aluminum bats, the Redline, the Z2K, the Reflex Extended, the TPX Air Attack, are hotter than the orange stealth comp. The orange stealth comp was a really durable bat, and like you needed to beat the crap out of it before it was really broken in. But I think the orange stealth comp is honestly a tiny bit underwhelming. Tell me I'm wrong. Exit velo test that bat. Tell me I'm wrong. All right, next unboxing here. Yeah, Walter, there's a new Victus Knox, but it's just a repaint. All right. Ooh, a Rawlings, folks. So this is actually pretty significant. Rawlings has put out some duds over the last couple of years with the Quattro. The 2022, the 2021, and the 2020 Quattro. Look at any of those videos where we did reviews on those bats. They're not good, boys. They're not good. They're actually some of the worst BBCOR bats we've swung, honestly. But if you go back further, 2019, 2018, 2017, the glow stick era, amazing, bro. People are still trying to swing those things. And I think finally Rawlings has reverted back to that kind of technology. I'm already seeing you guys kind of comment about it. And it's a step in the right direction. We're going to do a full review. And I don't have a fully formulated opinion yet. But ladies and gentlemen, the new 2-piece composite from Rawlings, we have the Icon. that I will confidently say is more like the glow stick Quattro than the most recent 3 Quattros. You basically have your Quattros with green in them that are good, and your Quattros with red in them that are bad. And this is a lot more like the green Quattros. It is definitely a bit more end-loaded, honestly kind of on the end of a end-loaded composite bat, which is kind of funky, a little bit controversial. Not a lot of people like that. But we have a good-looking bat here. One thing that might be a little bit controversial, and I've even seen somebody talk about it in the comments, the handle and the knob are really, really thin. You have a really nice taper on it, and some people might really like that. Definitely lends itself more to a power hitter, but a very thin and small handle and knob, which is weird for a composite bat because usually they're a little more contact optimized. But we have the Icon, and I'm interested in it. If you guys watch the Perfect Game All-American video, Rawlings sponsored Perfect Game for that video, so everyone had to swing Rawlings in that video. I went upper deck at Chase Field with this guy, and it was nothing like the old Quattros. Again, that's why I say this is more like the glow stick. 2016 Velo, overrated or underrated? Overrated. The 2016 Velo was not that good. It was decent, but it's like no better than the new Velos. So that's the Icon. I'm going to break it in a lot. I'm going to wait till it's a little warmer because it's super cold right now before we actually swing this thing. Same with a lot of the composites, but Rawlings could be kind of back, folks. I hope so, man. They've had some bad years. I feel sort of bad for them. All right, what's the best BBCOR bat for a 13-year-old? BaseballBatBros.com. We got those rankings, man. If you want a light swinging bat, dude, the Cat X is hard to argue with, but the Atlas is the go-to. JT's gamer, by the way. I flipped him. I let him swing the Atlas for like 5 swings, and he declared it his gamer. We got our next bat here, folks. It's a War Stick again, but we have a bunch of Louisville, so I'm actually going to put that to the side, and we're gonna grab another Louisville here because a lot of you guys are asking about it. All right. Let's see here. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Atlas get banned in 33 inches. The Atlas is not going to get banned, I don't think. I think after the Stinger missile, like every time a bat gets banned, the BBCOR people really kind of seem to tighten up the way they view things. I'd be really surprised if the Atlas got banned, especially because we haven't seen exit velos that are like outrageous. The cool thing about the Atlas is that it's super well-rounded. It's very light to swing, the barrel's forgiving, and it's as hot as anything out there. It's not hotter than anything out there. So that's why I think the Atlas is pretty safe from being banned. And usually when you see bats get banned, you either see it from composite bats or really small new companies. And this is a one-piece alloy from a big company that's been doing it for a long time. I'd be ridiculously shocked if that bat got banned. Connor, geez, bro, thank you, man. Holy smokes. All right, spend a little time on this question. Do you think DeMarini can change the durability issue with the Voodoo One in the goods? Yes, I really think they can. And I'm surprised they haven't already. Like, instead of using plastic knobs, just use a metal knob. I think maybe that's not simple. I think that's simple. And then with the goods, man, just use better glue or like figure out a different connection joint where like Marucci has a connection joint that's extremely secure. Like I've never seen any other 2-piece hybrids really telescope besides DeMarini's. So and Louisville's. So I'm really surprised like why they haven't fixed that, and like that really needs to be fixed. Like those guys are losing out on so much business out of just petty, silly durability issues, man. Kind of upsets me because those bats are fire. 2023 meta right here. We've got kind of a teal green looking meta, and I want to see y'all's thoughts. It's the shininess. I don't like it as much. I like the matte look. I thought the black matte meta looked pretty good. I think the matte red and matte blue looked good. Oh my gosh, dude, we got so many freaking super chats. I'm 15, 6'1", 180 pounds. Should I get the Bone Saber? I would honestly wait till we swing the Bone Saber hybrid before you buy the one-piece Bone Saber. That's my reply to that. Robert, love your baseball content. Miss you on the softball side. I know, bro. Maybe one day I'll be back in it, bro, but I freaking love baseball. All right, who's picking those colors? Okay, let's see what you guys think. L, oh my gosh. Sentiment is negative on the new meta. Okay, we actually have a bit to talk about the 2023 meta. BBCOR, I've had so many people ask me, like, review the 2023 meta BBCOR, review it. It's a repaint, guys. Again, same as the 2021. If you remember, big video. We reviewed the 2021 new black and gold meta versus the illegal banned 2020 33-inch blue meta, and it was a little bit of a disappointment. Just a lot more of a contact hitter's bat. Honestly, it takes a lot longer to break in, especially. And this is that same bat, honestly. So BBCOR is just a repaint. They really just can't do much more, honestly. It's a composite BBCOR, guys. I know you guys are excited about it, but it's just they don't have that much to offer. It's a slapper's bat. Like, there's a reason you don't see any D1 college guys swinging these composite bats. There's not, like, they're not worth the price tag. They're for a younger BBCOR hitter that is coming out of drop 5 for the first year or two and needs a really big kind of paddle for giving barrel. So if you're going to ask me to spend $500 on this bat, I'm going to tell you no, bro. Just get a CADX or an Atlas, save your money. But, like, if you got deep pockets and you're a young BBCOR guy that loves a big sweet spot, you're hitting singles and doubles, this is a good bat. But it is no different than the orange meta, than the black and gold meta. However, the USSSA meta, I've already hit with this bat. Sneak peek. We'll bust it out right here. All right, this is the USSSA meta, and it is guys, quit spamming the comments. I'm showing a bat right now. All right, I'm not going to be able to read it right now. All right, 2023 USSSA meta right here. It is actually very different. One of the more unique types of technology I've seen on a USSSA bat here. They have gapped wall technology. If you're really into bats, you'll know what I'm talking about, but most of you guys aren't going to care what that means. But they did really deviate from the orange meta and the black meta in, again, specifically drop 10, drop 8, drop 5, USSSA. This is a very different bat. I think they kind of thought that the previous metas were, like, too durable and that kids were having a hard time breaking them in and it was too pingy, and they really retooled it this year. And I don't like that idea, because I loved the meta from last year. I loved that it was durable. I loved that it was super light swinging. I loved that you could put 1,000 swings on it and it was pretty dependable. A lot of guys really like that bat. But this is a lot hotter out of the wrapper. This is kind of more in the direction of the CF. I'm not going to say it's, like, absolutely fragile or nothing, but it is a hot out of the wrapper bat. The sweet spot is giant, super forgiving. And it is, like, from swing one, you'll notice, like, oh, this bat feels buttery, but it does kind of worry me about the durability of this bat. And I wouldn't really think this is going to be as durable and as reliable and as much of a tank as the previous versions of the U-Trip meta were. But this is a different bat. If you see a review on this bat, I would definitely go check it out. We'll try to get on it as soon as we can, because this is definitely a different bat from last year's meta. It feels great. Durability, though, is the main thing I'm concerned about, and I'm looking out for early on with the 2023 meta USSSA. Again, BBCOR is just a repaint. All right, thoughts on the new 2023 Axe Bat line. Huge dub for them with the new flared handle. I really think that's going to be exciting. We're going to review some of their bats pretty soon here, but they have introduced a lot more approachable option with the new flared handle. And, like, if you just had their bats from last year, even with that new flared handle, I would say it's a huge upgrade. So I don't think their new bats. Bomb Dropper Boys knows what's up. Yeah, that's a sneak peek right there. All right, let's see what we got. Couple questions, and then we have, oh my gosh, dude, we have 5 more bats to unbox, and I'm already 40 minutes in. Nah, one question. Then I gotta. Oh, this is way longer than I thought. All right, here we go. CADX One Piece versus Blue Meta, but the meta is used. All right, we'll go through the Bat Bro scale, man, real quick. Sweet spot. The Blue Meta has as big of a sweet spot as any BBCOR in the game. However, in the other 2 categories, the CADX wins. The CADX is the hotter bat than the Blue Meta. I'll die on that hill. And the CADX One Piece is lighter than the Blue Meta. I'll die on that hill as well. So it just depends on what attributes are more important to you, man. I do think the CADX One Piece will last you longer too. Let's see here. 2015 Voodoo Overlord BBCOR. Gonna ruffle some feathers here too. I think that might be a little bit of an overrated bat. For whatever reason, people really latched onto that one. And I've swung it, and I don't see how it's that much different than the goods and the other Voodoos of that era, man. Especially like the white 2019 Voodoo Insane, or any of the last four, the goods, the last three, the goods. Thoughts on the 918 Prime? That bat was pretty sick, bro. It was kind of fragile, but the 918 Prime, that's one of my favorite composite bats in the BBCOR era. That thing was sick. Super hot out of the wrapper, too. All right, now we have a War Stick here, folks. So this, dude, War Stick really is kind of coming to play this year with their BBCOR bats. They have like 4 or 5 bats. So now they have the Bone Saber Hybrid, the Gunner, that they're carrying into this next year. And then they have this new one piece here, the Warhawk 3. And if you guys remember, we've swung the Hawk 2. And the Hawk 2 didn't get a ton of love from us. But this is their one-piece alloy. And they said this is supposed to be a little bit lighter swinging. So I'm interested. We'll try it out. But nothing really jumps off at me like, you know, this is like going to be a ton different than the Hawk 2. But we will give it a fair shot. It does look absolutely gorgeous. Let's get your thoughts. Dude, that looks so good. We actually do have a video coming up with a Warstick NIL dude that plays for the Oregon Ducks. That makes this thing look like the Green Zen because he's like 6'6" and it's absolute tanks. So that's a good video to look forward to, but an absolutely just sexy looking bat right here, folks. The Warstick Warhawk 3 one-piece alloy. The waggle test, it actually does seem lighter, so we'll see. I don't know if this is going to have any like vibration dampening tech or anything. I'm curious as to what this is actually going to bring to the table that's different from the Hawk 2, that would separate this from, you know, a really affordable one-piece alloy like a String King or the Atlas or something like that. So we'll try it out, but this is the most competitive space in BBCOR, the one-piece alloys. There's very good bats for not a lot of money, but that thing's drippy, man. All right, one question, then we got to do another one. Is the, let's see, genuine question, great question. Is the 2020 33-inch Meta Power banned? No. In 2020, only the blue Meta, regular Meta version got banned. The Meta Power, even though it looks almost the exact same, did not get banned. I'm not smelling it. God damn it. All right. The War Sticks always smell good. What can I say? 2023, the goods doesn't exist, boys. They actually only came out with a 2022, and they're carrying it over. Man, I really wish they would do something to fix the durability on that, though. All right, we got to move on, boys. Next bat. Dude, way too many bats here. Way too many bats. We got another Louis. 2023. They released all their bats super late, man. I don't even know what we have left. Oh, yeah. We have 4 bats left. 2 of them are bangers. Let's see. Try the longest home run record again. I think we're going to try it again this year. All right. What do we got? Louisville Slugger. Select Power, baby. Controversial design right here. Let's see what you guys think. Oh. I think I'm on the train, dude. Really kind of funky. But dog, that's recognizable from a mile away. Yeah, I see people like throwing out vomit emojis, but then everyone else is throwing out 10s out of 10s. Controversial, but my lord, I think that looks really sick. How do you design this and then you design the Atlas, bro? What are they doing? That looks sick. Sorry about the spam, by the way, guys. I'll figure that out one day. That's a Missouri 6. Oh, my God. Bussin', no cap. Yeah, controversial. We have like 10s and 0s. All right, this is a repaint, boys. This is absolutely a repaint, which is good. The Select Power is an amazing bat. Our bat row scale, I think, is pretty maxed out at sweet spot. It's not as hot as like an Atlas, or a Voodoo one, or even like the Goods, honestly. But just it is a buttery bat. There's so much barrel on it. It's a very, very good versatile bat. I could see a contact hitter swinging this, and in college you see so many power hitters swing this bat. Really good for any type of hitter. It seems to be pretty durable, honestly. The reviews on this, just if you go on any website, the reviews are absolutely extraordinary. Maybe the best looking select power yet. I don't know. It's definitely controversial. I've heard people throw shade like, oh, that's the Tony the Tiger bat. And sure, you can say that, but I think that's pretty dope. Get Adley in here. All right. Okay, we got 3 more bats here. I'll save. Okay, I think the best looking bat is one more Louisville Slugger that I didn't even know was coming out yet. I'll save that for last, but we'll motor through these because we're almost an hour in. I'm trying to set a no more live streams over an hour. All right, next bat. We have another Rawlings here. This is only sold through Rawlings.com. Yeah, buddy, Ronnie Coleman. I take Ronnie Coleman's pre-workout, by the way. Shout out JT. Oh, I thought this was a Rawlings. Yo. Oh, it's over there. That's this. All right, so Marucci dropped another Cat 6. I don't know if that makes sense, but let me know what you guys think. This is a budget bat. I think this is actually only sold through justbats.com, so I think they had a lot to do with it. But honestly, dude, I like how simple it is. Tar that up, bro. Yes. Can match with anything. This is a $200 bat. And if you go back and watch our Which Cat is Best video, if you look at the Cat 9 and down, like this is on for like bang for your buck, this is the best bat Marucci's made. Besides the Cat X, dude. I love those. But if you're looking for a budget BBCOR, man, $200, moderate swing weight, really forgiving barrel for a one piece, low-key drippy, neutral smell. I like it. Great, yeah, great feedback. I'm about it. All right, okay, we're moving on. Got to freaking motor through these, folks. One question. Massive L. Laura Whitaker throwing shade. Who's on their mom's account? All right. What up, legend? Oh, Mighty Goat in the comments, boys. One of my favorite YouTubers growing up. Let's go. When are you going to create your own bat company? Oh, dude, I would ruin the whole channel if I did that. Everyone would be booing me, man. I want to, but I don't know. I kind of like reviewing other people's bats. Way less pressure. Feel me? Provo High School. Nick, what's up, bro? The people want to know why you have a garage door opener on your hat. All right, this is my microphone, guys. The audio's a lot better because I have a garage door opener on my hat. That's an excellent question. I'm surprised we're an hour in and it's the first time we've had somebody mention that. How much do you think a 33-inch green Goods would sell for? Unfortunately, dude, that would probably sell for like $350, $400. People spend a lot of money for those, and they're kind of a durability problem. All right, have you tried the new 2023 meta yet? We addressed that a little bit ago, so rewatch this. But the BBCOR is a repaint. The USSSA is very different, much hotter out of the wrapper, much more like a CF or a ZOA. And it makes me a little bit concerned about durability, but it's hot, man. It's really hot. I kind of am bummed that they discontinued that really durable kind of tank orange meta, though. Does the Cat 6 have a Cat 6 barrel or a Cat X barrel? It's actually a Cat 6. So this is the same Cat 6 as the red Cat 6 we've swung in a bunch of our videos, and we love it, dude. The Super Mario bat, super versatile. Like, if we're talking budget bats, it's this and the String King. This even made our website homepage on baseballbatbros.com as one of the best budget bats. All right. We've got 2 more. We've got this one, and then we've got the banger Louisville at the end that no one has ever seen. I don't think I'm allowed to see it, but I don't really care. All right. I've got a Voodoo. Will it break? I hope not, dude. All right, here we go. We got a Rawlings here. Only sold through Rawlings.com. Sean, dude, hold on. Oh, my gosh. Do it. I can help with art for free. Oh, this is talking about the new bat company. Your bats would kill the new market and disrupt everything, which would be amazing. Maybe, dude, in like 70 years when I'm too old to hit bombs, I might do it. But for all you guys watching this, I think you'll be long past your playing days by the time I hang up the cleats and make my own bat company. All right. Boom. The new, I don't have any more room for boxes. The new Rawlings 5150. People are actually talking a big game about this bat. I've talked to a couple people at Rawlings schools that have swung it and were like kind of underwhelmed, but then I've had a lot of people say like the new Rawlings 5150 is the move, bro. Mighty Goat back again. I'm just saying if you create a company and I don't get first look, I'm suing. Mighty Goat, you'll be a partner, bro. Heard it here first. All right. The Rawlings 5150, you know, we need to end this live soon. My phone might be dying. The internet might be quacking out because I'm getting weird notifications on my phone. The new 5150 just sold through Rawlings.com. That means they might be reeling it back a bit. Maybe they're not that confident about it. I don't know. Some people are talking a big game. We'll see, but it doesn't feel or seem all that much different. Definitely a slightly end-loaded one-piece alloy. Such a competitive space. String King offers bats for $100 in that space. We'll see. Smells kind of grubby, but I mean, it looks pretty clean, honestly. I honestly think, dude, last year's like black and almost rainbow looking 5150 is one of the best budget bats in the game right now. Like that bat was honestly nice. All right, we're gonna end this thing before an hour comes up, boys. Best USA bat, dude. The Louisville Select or the Marucci Cat Connect. Two-piece hybrids are money in USA because those little kids don't like getting their hands rung up. So they also swing composites, but composites in USA are soft, bro, and they break a lot. So get a two-piece hybrid because they won't ring your hands up as much because you have that flexi composite handle and you have an alloy barrel. They're going to be durable. Select or Cat Connect for USA bats. I wouldn't get anything else. Maybe the goods. Oh, I didn't even freaking tease this. All right. I didn't know this bat was even going to come out. And I'm actually kind of confused why it did. But anyways, ladies and I'm not supposed to show this, by the way. Maybe the drippiest bat here. Let me know what you think. The 2023 Meta Power. Fire. Red and orange. I can't think of anyone that's done that. Really good looking. Absolutely dwarfs the regular Meta in terms of looks. So this is the, McDonald. No, Grayson, bro, I just got new internet, man. I'm telling you, something's going on. This bat looks really, really good. I'm absolutely low-key kind of floored. This is Louisville's best-looking bat of the year, I think. I think this looks even better than the Select Power. However, dude, people are going absolutely nuts in the comments. So this is an end-loaded composite bat. And if you guys have watched the channel for a long time, you know how I feel about those bats. I just don't get the purpose, man. Like an end-loaded bat, typically a power hitter would want to swing that. Alloy is a way better bet. Honestly, I'd way rather swing a two-piece hybrid than something like this. Usually the benefit for a composite bat is you have a big sweet spot and a light swing weight. It's good for a slapper, kind of contact hitter, but the end-loaded kind of, power hitting composite bats kind of had their fad 2018, 2019, 2020. But once we really, once we kind of got on the scene, started exit velo testing these, like I just don't see a lot of rationale for getting one of these at the $500 price point. If they were $300, like maybe we can talk, but, and it's durable. I'm not going to say this is a fragile bat. The new Metas I think are absolutely very, very durable. They do a good job of lasting a long time in BBCOR, but I just don't know if this is going to be that big of a performer. Hey, maybe it shuts me up. We're going to test it absolutely against the Select Power most likely because that's kind of the most similar thing to this. But if you're going to ask me like, would you rather swing a composite end load for $500 or an alloy end load, maybe even less end loaded for $400? Like I'm alloy all day, bro. And I think you see that reflected in college baseball. Like, tell me the last time you saw a guy swinging an end-loaded composite in college baseball. It doesn't happen. 1 through 9 is swinging alloy. So, all right. We did it, boys. 11 bats. All look really good. My basement's a mess. Limited technical difficulties. Very happy about that. What are the best batting gloves in your opinion? Dude, I love the Bruce Bullets. They're so expensive, I know, but I freaking love them. All right, Will, how are the knobs breaking off the Voodoos? I got one and it seems all good. Dude, I've never broke one myself. That one we just hit with was sent in from a viewer, and I think a lot of it has to do with people. Oh, by the way, this is the Select I'm talking about, best USA bat in the game. I think people are like have the weight on their bat and they're like, oh, bam, to get the weight off. And I think a lot of people are breaking the knobs like that, or they're putting them in their bat bag and just jamming them in there, and they're breaking bats like that. And like obviously, you should not have your bat break by kids doing that. Like they should have more durable knobs, but like I do think there's precautions that kids could be taking that wouldn't break their bats, like namely the Voodoo one and the Goods. The Goods especially, I've seen multiple people in person break it by trying to take that big white bat weight off of there. All right, what BBCOR bat should I get? I'm a freshman. I prefer a 2-piece. Bro, honestly, Cat X Connect. The Cat X Connect BBCOR is like an alloy meta for $100 less. The Cat X Connect, I think, is the most underrated bat in the game right now, especially like for a contact hitter. And the problem is like nobody associates 2-piece hybrids with a contact hitter. Best smelling bat, Bone Saber. It's not even close. Is the BBCOR hype very fragile? I don't think so. I've beat up the Easton hype BBCOR. I think it actually needs a ton of swings before it really kind of reaches its full potential. Was the Hawk 2 from last year the same as the OG version? The OG Warhawk? I actually don't know. I wouldn't be surprised though. I think if I was a betting man, I would think so. Drop the full Yukon video. I think that's actually scheduled as our next video. I'll check. It's going to take a long time to edit. It's kind of why I've been avoiding it, but it's a sick video. The Yukon video coming up, boys. We went all the way to Storrs, Connecticut to film with the Yukon Huskies, and they have a dog. A dog. This guy hits the highest exit velos I've ever seen. 110, 111 with like mid baseballs and a BBCOR bat. Guy's crazy. His nickname's the Albino Rhino. That's like his Instagram handle. But anyways. All right, folks. I'm going to bounce. What's your favorite BP shoe? Jordan 4s. Thunders, baby. Thoughts on mayonnaise? The unsung hero, boys. Oh, I was about to leave right there. We got one more super chat. Zach, Louisville bats this year look like garbage to me, but that's just me. Select power for the win, but fork 'em, baby. Let's go Devils. Nah. Go Utes. Go Beavers. The rest of the Pac-12. I appreciate you, though, man. Yeah, this looks pretty good, boys. I'd say these are the winners on the day. Not necessarily the bats I'm most excited about because these are both repaints, I'm pretty sure. The bats I'm most excited about are the Bone Saber Hybrid and the Vapor, if we're being real. And maybe the Icon BBCOR, but... All right, folks, guys, we freaking love you guys. Much appreciated. Got more bangers coming soon. Thanks for all the support with that last Knobless Voodoo 1 video. That was a fun one. Weather's getting better here. We'll have much better videos coming up, but Beeves on top. Love to see it. A couple guys real quick. They want to see the Bone Saber. There we go. That's the next one I personally really want to review. The Bone Saber Hybrid. Very excited. So with that, folks, much love. We'll see you next time. If you have other questions, guys, we have easy to digest rankings. BaseballBatBros.com. You can check out the perfect shirt. Peace out.